On today's episode, I will be talking about how developing a niche practice can provide you with more balance in life and more bang for your buck. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Life, Law, and Little Ones podcast. I'm your host, Ebony Anaforo. I'm an attorney, professor, and entrepreneur, but my most important role is being a wife and mother of 5 amazing children. As a woman who wears many hats, I know firsthand how being a mom and balancing work and family can present its challenges. I learned rather quickly not to stress the small stuff and just enjoy the season I'm in. I created this podcast to help mothers find work-life balance while juggling life, career, and family. Join me every week as I provide tips, knowledge, and insight to help inspire you to create a more balanced and productive lifestyle that you deserve. Welcome to today's episode, everyone. If you're like me, then you decided to take the leap and start your own law practice. I started my own law practice 8 years ago. First, because I wanted to be my own boss, and second, because of circumstances. When I graduated from law school, we were just getting over a very tough recession. And as many of you know, the legal field took a very hard hit during the recession. And frankly, the legal industry hasn't been the same ever since. Many lawyers were either forced to take on non-legal jobs, do contract work like document review, or hang out their own shingle, which is what I did. And I don't know about you, but law school did not teach me to be an entrepreneur attorney, nor did it teach me the business behind running a law firm. I had to learn that on my own and through much trial and error. Over the years, I went from general practice to niche practice, to consultant, to part-time attorney, and finally back to niche again. One of the things that I've learned and loved through the years is running a niche law practice. What is a niche practice, and why will this provide you more balance and more money? Well, a niche practice is when an attorney chooses to focus on 1 or 2, maybe 3 practice areas. Most attorneys, however, choose to focus on just one area of law when they're running a niche law practice. Running a niche practice provides more balance because you get to focus on one area of law. By focusing on one area, you build a deeper knowledge of that subject, and you build a reputation as a subject matter expert who people know and trust. There's no stress of trying to be the jack of all trades and balancing different law resources, practice guides. Your full attention can be focused on building your knowledge in one area of law. While not all client issues will be the same in a niche practice, over time, many of the fact patterns will look similar. And because of your in-depth knowledge of the subject, you'll probably spend less time doing research on certain issues. And I'm not saying no time, I said less time, because as lawyers, we always have to make sure we're staying on top of the latest law, regulations, and so forth. Having a niche practice is also helpful for marketing your law practice, for referrals from other attorneys, family, friends, or former clients. As a subject matter expert, you become the go-to person for that particular area of law. Because your practice is centered around one area of law, you can really build and develop a brand for yourself. With social media being popular right now, entrepreneurs are becoming very creative with their marketing and their branding. As solo attorneys and small law firms, it is important to start thinking like an entrepreneur. If you're going to scale and really grow your law firm, because your law firm is in fact a business, you must think like an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, one of your goals, if not your main goal, should be to make money. There are an array of ways that you can make money from a niche practice. You can sell products and services such as books, like ebooks or physical books. You can sell courses, which is very popular right now. You can sell consulting packages, bundle legal services, and webinars. You can even make money from speaking engagements. When you establish yourself as an expert, again, people are more inclined to trust you. and come to you when they have a need in that area of law. I have a colleague who focuses her niche law practice on one simple thing. She helps clients expunge their criminal records. That's it. Now, that's super niche, right? While my colleague is a criminal attorney, which is a niche practice, she chose to further narrow her practice to expungements only. Now, you don't have to be like her and have a super niche practice, but what my colleague found was that over the years, she was getting many expungement referrals and became very good at the expungement process. The more she did them, the more referrals she got. So her practice naturally became very niche. Now she does speaking engagements about this subject. She has hosted webinars explaining the expungement process to people who want to expunge pro se. And what she found from her webinars is that she has even landed more clients because people were so impressed of her knowledge of the process of expungements, they felt like they could trust her with handling their case. Now she's currently working on an ebook. You see, the monetary opportunity for creating a niche practice is almost endless. So long as people know that you are the go-to for a particular area, they will be more inclined to go to you. Building a niche practice doesn't require you to reinvent the wheel or come up with some super clever concept. While you are very welcome to do that, it just requires you to pick an area or two and focus and build your practice around that. So you might be asking yourself, how do I pick my niche practice? Well, you can start with your passion. What do you like to do? Is there an area of law that you enjoy? Is there an area of law that you're really good at? Or maybe you can think about your location. What about your community? Is there a need in your community that needs to be served? Are there particular groups of people that need representation? Ask yourself, who is my perfect client? What type of clients do I want to work with? And what are the services they need? These are some of the things to consider when trying to decide what your niche practice should be. Once you have that down packed and you know who your perfect client is, then it's time to market. Getting clients is crucial to having a successful niche practice. In this case, when I'm defining success, I am referring to the satisfaction of your clientele and the financial success of your firm. So essentially, many happy paying clients. Look, I'm a mom of 5 kids. I have a husband, a business I run with my husband. I teach business law online. Because I'm already balancing so many things, I choose to be strategic with marketing my firm a certain way. There are many ways to market, and I discussed some of these earlier. You have to choose what works best for you. You can choose to focus on word of mouth and referrals. I get most of my clients that way. You can do online marketing or a combination of both or a combination of different types. Whatever you decide, be sure that you are choosing to market your practice. The key is for people to know about you and to know that you are an expert in that field. Running a niche law practice is great, especially if work-life balance is very important to you. I say this because when your practice is centered and focused on one area of law, on one thing, you are spending less time managing different areas of law and different client types. You can build a system in your niche practice that allows you to streamline your practice. In the example that I gave of my colleague, she's become such an expert in her field. She has created templates, sample letters, agreements. She has scripts for her team, which helps because, it allows her to delegate some of the communication with clients to her team, which essentially frees her up to spend more time with her family. If you're running a general practice, you can still streamline. However, because you never really know the type of case you will get or the type of client you may be serving, streamlining may require more work. So in a nutshell, I'm not saying that you can't find success as a general practitioner. What I am saying is that you have much more opportunities to build a brand for yourself, a brand for your business, to build a reputation as a subject matter expert, as a niche practitioner. And basically, you'll have, in the long run, more opportunities for financial growth and success. Until next time, remember, it is possible to find balance in life and in law while raising little ones and raising your bottom line. Thank you all for listening. Take care.